Ekene's world was shattered when she discovered her husband, Obi, had been having a secret romantic relationship with a co-worker. The betrayal cut deep, and she felt like she was losing her grip on reality. But it wasn't just the infidelity that hurt. It was the emotional abuse that had been simmering beneath the surface for years. Obi would constantly belittle her feelings and opinions, making her feel like she was overreacting or too sensitive. He would withhold affection or intimacy as punishment, leaving her feeling rejected and unloved. He would make her feel guilty for his problems, twisting her words and making her doubt her own sanity. Ekene felt like she was walking on eggshells, never knowing when Obi would lash out in anger or aggression. He would control their finances, restricting her access to money and making her feel trapped. He would disrespect her boundaries and personal space, making her feel like she had no autonomy. The final straw was when Ekene discovered Obi had been lying to her about his past, hiding secrets, and making her question everything she thought she knew about him. Obi stopped coming home and would visit Ekene and the children once in 3 months.
Ekene started planning how to turn the children against their father so they could hate him for life. But as she sat in the silence one night, something dropped inside Ekene. She remembered the principles of Romans 12 verse 2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. She realized she had a choice. She could let Obi's actions define her, or she could take back control by renewing her mind with positive meaning. She began to see that she had been giving Obi's actions meaning that was affecting her spirit, soul, and body, and she could choose to renew her mind as written in Rome 12:2 and give them new meaning that could restore her mental health and peace. Ekene started to reframe Obi's actions, seeing them as a reflection of his own brokenness rather than her own worth.
She began to focus on self-care, her own healing and growth, seeking support from loved ones and therapy. And as she did, she started to feel a sense of empowerment and freedom. She was trapped in a cycle of pain and resentment until she discovered the power of redefining meaning. She realized she has the power to choose how to respond to situations, to choose how to give meaning to the events of her marriage. She realized that she had been giving her husband's actions a meaning that was destroying her. She was letting his mistakes define, control, and consume her. It was not about ignoring reality, but facing it with a positive view and taking care of her mental health and growth. Suddenly, Obi's health began to deteriorate, and he needed help at the hospital where he had been abandoned. He gave a doctor Ekene's no because he had no confidence to call. Ekene had healed emotionally and saw the husband's health condition as enough pain and to make him sensible.
Obi began to see the changes in Ekene when she got to the hospital, and he was amazed. He started communicating with her respectfully too. Within a few days, Obi was discharged to the amazement of the doctors. Obi told Ekene her attitude towards him granted him speedy healing. He started asking Ekene on how to seek help, and he started attending counseling and working on himself. Their marriage began to heal, and their love began to flourish once more. And as he did, Ekene started to see the man she once loved, the man she wanted to spend her life with. It wasn't about erasing the past or condoning his actions. It was about releasing the hold he had on her and finding a new way forward. She learned to see them as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to love more deeply and impact their children positively.
Ekene told their children on their wedding anniversary, "Today, I want to share this truth with you. You have the power to choose how you respond to situations. You have the power to give new meanings to the events of your life. You have the power to forgive, to heal, and to move forward. If you're struggling to let go, remember that you are not alone. Just take one day at a time to implement using empowering meaning. Remember, using empowering meaning is not for the other person, it's for you. It's a gift you give yourself, a gift of freedom, of peace, and of love. Let God's word rule your marital relationship, and you'll enjoy peace and rest. As Isaiah 48 verse 18 says, "If only you had paid attention to my commands, your peace would have been like a river, your well-being like the waves of the sea."
Here are some practical reflection questions to help you process your thoughts and emotions. What resonated with you about Akin's story? What emotions did it evoke? Have you or someone you know experienced a similar situation? How did you handle it? What are some ways you can reframe negative experiences or actions in your own life? How can you prioritize your own healing and growth in a difficult situation? What does forgiveness mean to you, and how can you practice it in your own life? What is one small step you can take today to move forward? Take your time and be gentle with yourself as you reflect on these questions. Join our community of couples learning, healing, and growing together. Subscribe, stay connected, and let's keep building marriages that stand the test of time. And in the comments, share your thoughts and experiences, because your story could inspire someone else's restoration. This is Marriage with Harmony, where awareness brings fulfillment and love finds its way home again.